Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the Hellborn tabletop RPG. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this role-playing game, where you play as fallen angels, lost souls and demons that try to make a name for themselves in a hell touched by cybernetics, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about Avaritia, the Ring of Greed. This place is two-faced. It promises so much. Riches beyond one's wildest dreams, success and stardom, safety and peace. Most who decide to test their fortune in the greed ring quickly find out how much of a lie that is. The greed ring is a sprawling nexus of wealth and decadence, surrounded by miles upon miles of slums and poverty. The land of the rich and the land of the destitute. Two types of people live here: the higher-ups of corporations and the work slaves. This is also a great place for many denizens to wander in, as many of the companies and amenities are furnished as luxuriously as is affordable. But then there is the pit of rats, the home of the limboless and the destitute, the hanged man's end. There is no wealth there. There is no mine or yours. Everyone is fighting to live another day, to stay safe from any dangers that lurk in the rusted metal and the looming shadows of the skyscrapers above. The typical denizens of this circle are the imps. There is one language that the outdoors speak most fluently above all others: lies. Little white lies, lies sweet and tender, lies too outrageous to be false. The imps, alongside the Valerkin, were some of the first demons to ever exist. Unlike many of the demons that roam the Dark Realms, the imps manifested into hell as a result of the first acts of the avarice of mortals. The boon of the outdoors is vinculum. Vinculum allows whoever possesses it to control the mind of any other denizen. The outdoors utilize this boon to make uncooperative denizens cooperative, or try to force another denizen to do something they refused to do before. The outdoors' appearance resembles the Valerkin, with red skin, black hair and horns. Naturally, their short stature is a source of ridicule by many of the taller species in hell. Mini Valerkin, Niles, and the leg biters are some of the many insults that imps hear every day. Let's talk about Ilaros. Ilaros was founded when demonkind had only just begun shifting to a more civilized society. It was the center of commerce. Merchants, artisans, thieves, and explorers would set up shops and sell their goods in an area known as Ilaros Nook. Even to this day, the city remains a trap for the ambitious and the desperate. Within this place, the lowest layer of them all is known by the elders of the city as the Tartarian, but most people refer to this layer as the Hanged Man's End. Let's talk about the Empyrean layer. The highest echelon of Avaritian society lives here. From the corporate higher-ups whose wealth warps reality around them, to the ones who prefer the luxury and prestige that comes with high society living. Then we have the Plutonian layer. Many call this layer nothing but a pit of rats struggling to survive another day, and they would be right. Next we have the Hanged Man's End, as mentioned previously. Your life as you once knew it is over. Your dreams have collapsed in on themselves. You are broke, everything you had is lost. Where do you go now? The answer is simple: the Hanged Man's End. Then we have the Northern Turfs. The Northern Turfs are prohibitively dangerous. Not only are they plagued by monstrous infernal fauna that disrupts the thrum of day-to-day life, but a seemingly unending war between the boogeymen and a coalition of local gangs that united to fight against the boogeymen, calling itself the Northern Blades. It has been raging for almost 20 years now. Next we have the Eastern Turfs. On the eastern side of Ilaros is the bridge that connects the Plutonian layer to a vital port that is crucial for shipping valuables to and from the city. Then we have the Southern Turfs. The southern turfs are the lands of the scavengers, their citizens scouring Hanged Man's End for anything that they can take to sell or repurpose. We also have the western turfs. There is work that nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to spend their afterlives rotting away beneath the ground mining iron, steel, and putrid black oil for someone else. However, someone has to do it, and it's the people of the western turfs. And then there is the undernet. As it exists in a continuous expanse project, the massive city of Ilaros is reliant of maintenance services, from the ever-expanding Ilaros subway network to the hundreds of thousands of essential workers. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about Luxuria, the Ring of Lust. When it comes to this Ring of Greed, I think this is an excellent place to trick the player characters into doing something that they don't want to do. Perhaps now they need to get out of a sticky situation because of the manipulations within this Ring of Greed. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you, and see you later.